Just within the last 15 minutes, Youngstown police have been able to confirm to us that they're now treating this shooting as a triple homicide. A man and woman in their mid to early 20s, as well as a baby, have all died. Now, we want to show you some video. This is what the scene looked like just after 7 o'clock tonight. Our crews got there shortly after. Detectives were surrounding a silver Saturn on the side of the road on Gibson. They were looking for any evidence as well as shell casings. You can see the markers on the ground spread out across the intersection of Pasadena and Gibson. Lieutenant Doug Bobovnik tells us when officers got to the scene, they found the man dead in the front seat of the car. As you said, Corbin, a woman and baby were rushed to St. E's, but again, we can confirm that the woman as well as that baby have died. Here's what else Lieutenant Bobovnik was able to tell us tonight on the scene.
We're looking for anybody that knows anything. Right now, we haven't had any witnesses come forward that saw anything. We're trying to go through the crime scene as I'm speaking with you now, and like I said, it's early into the investigation.
And again, we can confirm tonight that 3 people, a man and a woman in their mid to early 20s and a baby, have died as a result of this shooting. And as Lieutenant Bobovnik said, this investigation is still in its early stages and not many details have been released. But as we learn more, we'll be sure to share it with you both on air and online and over on our 33 News mobile app.
Breaking news right now at 5, a police pursuit across several communities in Trumbull County.
Now, we heard police on our newsroom scanners, and that's when we rushed out to see what was going on. Now, this is video from a First News viewer. You can see multiple police vehicles going through the intersection. That chase ended just a short time ago in Warren. And that's where we find First News reporter Lindsey Watson. She's live with the breaking development. Lindsey?
Well, right now we don't have a lot of details about what happened, but from what we do understand from police, this all started in Cortland, but we don't know what led up to this chase. The driver of a white SUV started going at a high rate of speed, according to police, and that chase went through several neighborhoods, ultimately ending in Warren near the intersection of Southern and Merriweather. That's the video you're looking at right now. Eventually, officers got that driver to stop. When they asked her why she ran, apparently she told officers that she was scared. That white SUV was eventually towed. Right now, we are outside of the Warren Police Department, and I'm working to get more details on what led up to this chase and if that driver will be facing charges. I hope to have that information for you coming up in our next hour. You can see the door here on this apartment unit at 407 is boarded up, and we also found in this trash can just a short distance away from that front door police crime scene tape as well as green rubber gloves.
Right now on YSU's campus.
That's right. This all basically boils down to a few key points. The teachers want a raise, deservedly so. The university says they understand that. They just can't do it right now. And a lot of that is due to the pandemic. They said they've lost a lot of money over the last few months, and they've had to furlough a lot of teachers, faculty, and staff members. Those talks resumed at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and as they were happening, we talked with a YSU OEA spokesperson about these negotiations and what's been going on. Here's what he had to say from a teacher's perspective.
What it would look like for us is we would lose access to any of the university computer facilities, especially now with with the way everything is online now. We would have that the union is organized. There will be people, at the headquarters downtown now that on Elm Street we would have shifts. We're also looking at virtual sort of striking, which is, streaming through Facebook and other things. Again, all non-university means of sort of getting our message out there, our visibility out there.
Well, as you heard, the union has already set up a strike headquarters, and they're prepared to strike. And this would be the first time that it happened here at the university since 2005, so some 15 years. Again, those negotiations should have wrapped up about an hour ago, but we still haven't heard from either side. The union said if those talks don't go the way they want, they're prepared to take a strike vote, and that strike could happen as early as Monday. And that includes Mahoning and Trumbull. This is actually the highest number of counties that the state has seen since the end of July. Governor Mike DeWine called out the Mahoning Valley this afternoon. Here's what he had to say. The spread of COVID-19 throughout Ohio is growing. Governor Mike DeWine says the numbers are not good.
Today, our daily positivity was 3.9%, our most current day, and a 7-day rolling average is 3.3.
Here's Ohio's latest health advisory map. DeWine compared last week's to today. 96% of Ohioans are now living in a red or orange county. That includes Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties.
So these are the counties that we're particularly most concerned about.
Health departments across the state report simple everyday activities have been to blame for the spread.
There's also increased spread among families and households, in churches, and at after-school activities and sports. We're seeing these gatherings many times are turning into outbreaks.
The governor called out the Mahoning Valley. Mahoning County is red for the first time.
Health department officials said they have had multiple outbreaks, including an out-of-county wedding with 18 associated cases ranging to other states and counties. The wedding now also has secondary spread associated with it.
DeWine says funerals, a group home, and a birthday party also have cases tied back to them. Trumbull County was last read on August 20th. The health department traced 22 recent cases to a local sports team.
The outbreak involves 11 players, 3 coaches, and expanded to 4 students not on the team and 4 parents. 1 coach had to be hospitalized.
The governor says a nurse has been assigned to work in the schools, but they have at least 1 case in a third of the school districts in the county.
There are also continued community events happening, which can lead to increased virus transmission.
Like we've heard him say time and time again, the governor offering another stern warning that if we don't continue to follow the safety protocols, which include wearing a mask, social distancing, washing your hands, avoiding large gatherings, and staying home when you're sick, these numbers will only continue to go up. And for many, that could be the difference between life and death. We're live in Austintown tonight. Lindsey Watson, 33, WYTV News.